So you're welcome back to the channel. It's always good to have you back here. I'm Pendulum, and this is Pendumatics, the complete online school of mathematics. So as you know, what we do here is to break down mathematics, make it as easy to understand as possible. You're welcome back. We're still looking at simultaneous linear equations, and today we'll be looking at how to solve this with elimination method. Alright, so if you're new to the channel, please do well to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you won't miss any of our new videos. Okay, and quickly let's look at what we have. We have two examples to help us deal with this once and for all. So as we go on, please, if you find the video helpful, do well to like it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know if there's anything you want me to improve or whatever. If you have questions, and then share the video widely, share to your friends, share on your status, share anywhere and everywhere you can share it. Alright, so now let's begin. We have elimination method for solving simultaneous linear equations. Now what does elimination mean? Elimination means removal. Okay, elimination means to delete, to remove, to get rid of something. So this method, basically what we are going to be doing, of course, this is a simultaneous equation. If you've watched the previous video, that means there are two equations occurring together, and two equations means two variables, two unknowns. So with the elimination method, what we are going to do is we are going to try to eliminate, remove, delete one of those variables. It could be x, could be y, any of them, and then we'll solve for the remaining one. When we get the answer, we use it to solve for the one we eliminated. So that's just these steps. All right, first of all, you try to be able to eliminate. You make the coefficients the same. Before you can eliminate, you need to make the coefficient of the variable you have chosen to eliminate to be the same. That's the first thing you do. Then you eliminate that variable. You either eliminate by adding or subtracting. Now these are the conditions to know if you're going to add or subtract. Okay, if the coefficient of that variable you want to eliminate in the two equations, if it has the same sign, then you are going to subtract them. So if probably equation 1 you have plus 3x, equation 2 you have plus 3x, you can see that number one, the coefficients are the same. Alright, that's the first step. Make the coefficients the same. They are the same. Then number two, we want to now eliminate this variable. Then we look at the signs to know if we are going to add or subtract to eliminate them. So we said if the signs are the same, you subtract. So obviously if you have plus 3x plus 3x, they are the same sign. If I subtract here, plus 3 minus plus 3 will give me 0. Okay, so this will go, and by so doing we have eliminated x from these two equations. I'm assuming that this is a part of equation 1, this is a part of equation 2. By so doing, I've eliminated x from the two equations, so we'll be left with only y. So that's the third one. So we now solve for the remaining unknown. We now solve for y in this case. Alright, or if we eliminated y, we'll solve for x. It could be any other two variables. If it's a and b, if you eliminate a, you solve for b. If you eliminate b, you solve for a. Then when you get the remaining variable, you substitute it into equation 1 or equation 2 to find the variable that you eliminated before. Alright, so it's a very simple process. If they are the same sign, you subtract. If they have different signs, you add. So you can put this down somewhere so that you use that as a guide. So if they have different signs, for example, plus 6x minus 6x, what you're going to do here is to subtract. If you subtract here, minus times minus will give you plus. So, sorry, different signs you add. Sorry, you add, not subtract. So if you use minus times plus is minus. Plus 6 minus 6, 0. So it will go. So please remember this. Okay, so now let's look at the examples we have and see. Now Number 1, we have x minus 2y equal to 5. This is equation 1. 3x plus 2y equal to 3, equation 2. Elimination method is actually very fast. If you know what you're doing, it's very fast and very easy to do. Alright, so we have equation 1, equation 2. Now the first thing we are supposed to do, we choose which of them do we want to eliminate. Alright, now in this case, I can clearly see that y has the same coefficients. There's 2 here, there's 2 here, ignoring the signs for now. There is 2 here, there is 2 here, the same coefficient. So telling me that I can easily eliminate y. So in this question, if you say you want to eliminate x, you're giving yourself more work and lengthening the process. Alright, so here it is expedient, or it is easier to eliminate y, because you can see that it already has the same coefficient. So this step 1 has already been done for us. Alright, then step 2, we want to eliminate y. Okay, so we are eliminating y. Let me put it in brackets. We are eliminating y so that you know what we are doing. Now, to eliminate y, like I told you, if the coefficients have the same sign, you subtract. If they have different signs, you add. So as you can see here, this is minus 2 and this is plus 2, different signs. So we are going to add here. So we can just add here. Alright, so I will write our answer down here. Now we are going to have, first of all, x plus 3. Let's add them one by one. X plus 3x. I add these two. Then I'm going to add these two. Then we have minus 2y. Plus times plus is plus. Plus 2y. Okay, plus times plus is plus, minus 2y. Then on the other side, I have 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3. Okay, so you're just going to add everything. That's the like terms. X plus 3x minus 2y plus 2y. Plus times plus is plus. Then 5 plus 3. Now x plus 3x is 4x. This will give me 0. Minus 2y plus 2y is 0. Equal to 5 plus 3, 8. So to get x, I will divide both sides by what? By 4. I want to cancel out 4 to get only x. So I will divide both sides by 4. I have 4x over 4 is equal to 8 over 4. X is equal to 8 divided by 4 is 2. So we've gotten x. You see why I told you the elimination is very quick, very fast. Now to get y, I will substitute this value on x into either equation 1 or equation 2. So you can choose any one. Let me use equation 1. So I will substitute x equal to 2 into equation 1. X equal to 2, that means anywhere I see x, I remove it and put 2. So instead of x here, we have 2 minus 2y equals to 5. Alright, now I'm looking for y, so I'm going to collect like terms. I'm going to take minus 2y to this side. I'm going to bring 5 to this side. Okay, so if 5 crosses to here, it becomes minus 5. So that will be 2 minus 5 equals to minus 2y crosses to here, it becomes 2y. 2 minus 5 minus 3 equal to 2y. Now I want to get y, so I divide both sides by 2. So that 2 will cancel out itself and only y will remain there. Minus 3 over 2 is equal to 2y over 2. This will cancel this. Therefore, y is minus 3 over 2. So our answers are x is 2, y is minus 3 over 2, which you can write as 2, minus 3 over 2. You can see how quick it is to solve using elimination method. Let's look at the second one. 2x plus 5y equal to, now 6.5, if I change it to improper fraction, 2 times 6 is 12 plus 1, 13 over 2. I change it to improper fraction. Okay. Now, I don't want to work with fractions. So how do I remove this fraction? I'll multiply everything multiplied through by this denominator. So to clear out the fraction, I'll multiply this by 2, multiply this by 2, and multiply this by 2 to clear out the fraction. So I will have 2x times 2 plus 5y times 2, multiply everything, equals to 13 over 2 times 2. 2 will cancel out 2. So I've cleared out the fraction. 2x times 2 is 4x plus 5y times 2 is 10y equal to 13. Now this can be my equation 1. And then equation 2 is 5x minus 2y equal to 9. Now we have our two equations. I'll clean here quickly. Now this is a slightly different one because, as you can see, the coefficients are not the same. Coefficient of x here and here is not the same. Coefficient of y here and here is not the same. So what do we do now? Number one step, make the coefficients equal. How do we make the coefficients the same? You choose which of them are you going to eliminate. Which of them do you want to eliminate? So in this case, let us eliminate x. If we want to eliminate x, let me write it out. If we are eliminating x, then what we are going to do, follow me closely, what we are going to do to be able to eliminate x, remember we must make the coefficients of x to be the same, both here and here. Alright, so we are going to use the coefficient of x in equation 1 to multiply everything in equation 2. Then we use the coefficient of x from equation 2 to multiply everything in equation 1. I'll take it again. Use the coefficient of x. Remember, we're eliminating x. That's why we're using x. If you're eliminating y, you use y. Use the coefficient of x in equation 1 to multiply everything in equation 2. And then use the coefficient of x in equation 2 to multiply everything in equation 1. What you will get is that the two coefficients of x will become the same. So let's do it. This will be 4x plus 10y. I want to write out all the steps so that it doesn't confuse you. Now I'm going to multiply everything here by the coefficient of x in equation 2. That's 5. And then 5x minus, let me put everything in brackets so that it doesn't confuse you. 5x minus 2y equals to 9. Now I'm going to multiply everything here, this is equation 2, by the coefficient of x in equation 1. So remember that you're going to switch coefficients, or should I say cross multiply, however you understand it. Multiply equation 2 by the coefficient of x from equation 1. Multiply equation 1 by the coefficient of x from equation 2. Now if I multiply 5 times 4x, 20x, 5 times 10y plus 50y, 13 times 5 is 5 times 2 is 15, 5 carry 1, 5 times 1 5 plus 1 is 6, so that's 65. And then 4 times 5x, 20x, 4 times minus 2y minus 8y, 4 times 9, 36. Alright, and call this 3 and 4. Now, if you notice, the coefficient of x here and here is now the same. So that's the essence of doing this, multiplying, up and down to make the coefficient of x the same. Now, I wrote something here that I cleaned. If the coefficients of the variable you are trying to eliminate, if they are the same, you subtract. All right, if the signs they have the same sign, you can see this is positive positive. So to eliminate, we are going to subtract. This first one, negative positive, different signs we add, the same sign we subtract. Right, so if we subtract this, remember everything in equation 1 will subtract everything in equation 2, so we're going to have 20x minus 20x, then 10y minus 8y. You need to be careful about your signs so that you don't make mistake. Sorry, 50y, not 10y. 50y minus 8y. So the two minus must be represented. Then this is equal to 65 minus 36. So 65 minus 36. 65 here minus 36. So this one is 0. 50 minus 8 will give you 50 plus 8. Minus times minus is plus. So that will give you 50 plus 8. And 50 plus 8 is 58y is equal to, now 65 minus 36 will give you what? I think this should be 29. Right? 29, yes. So I need to find y. So I will divide both sides by this 58. This will cancel this. Now I think this will give you 1 over 2, because 29 times 2 is 58. So therefore y is equal to 1 over 2. Now I'll take this value of y that I've gotten and I'm going to substitute it either in equation 1 or 2. I can as well substitute it in 3 or 4, but these ones are easier because these values are big, meaning you'll be dealing with larger numbers when you're multiplying. So let's work with these smaller ones. Alright, and I'm going to substitute it into equation 2. Let me just use equation 2. So I'll substitute y equals to 1 over 2 into equation 2. You can as well substitute into equation 1 if you prefer. Alright, so I have 5x minus 2. Wherever I see y, I'll put 1 over 2 is equal to 9. 5x, now this will cancel this, minus 1. Alright, 2 times 1 over 2 is 1, equals to 9. Now this is going to cross here, so 5x will be left here, equals to 9 minus 1 crosses, becomes plus 1. 5x equal to 10. Now I need to get x. What do? We've done this value. We divide both sides by this 5 attached to x. So I divide both sides by 5. I'm going to have 5x over 5 is equal to 10 over 5. Just to cancel this, x is equal to 10 over 5 is 2. So our answer is that x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 over 2 or 2 comma 1 over 2. Very easy. Okay, so that's just it. Elimination is simple. Remember the 4 steps I gave you at the beginning. Always try to make the coefficients the same. Alright, if they're already the same in the equation, that you skip that step. But if they're not the same, you make them the same by using the coefficient of the variable or the unknown you want to multiply from equation 1 the variable you want to eliminate from equation 1 to multiply equation 2, everything in equation 2. Then also use the variable, the coefficient of the variable or the unknown you are trying to eliminate in equation 2 to multiply 3 in equation 1. Then the rest is just algebra. You solve and get your answer. Okay, so I'll give you an assignment quickly. Give me a second. Alright, so this is your assignment. Solve by elimination. P plus 2q equal to 0. 2p plus q equal to 3. Give me the values of p and q. Do what we would have done, and it should be easy for you. You can see the coefficients are not the same, so you have to make it the same. Like I said, so whichever way you choose to eliminate p or q, use the coefficient of p in equation 1 to multiply through equation 2. That's assuming you are eliminating p, and then use the coefficient of p in equation 2 to multiply through equation 1. You get two equations like this. Then remember, if the signs of the coefficients of the unknown you are trying to eliminate, if they are the same, you subtract. If the signs are the same, you subtract. But if the signs are different, you add. Alright, then you get your answers. Alright, so thank you so much. Please don't forget to leave a like on the video. It really helps with the algorithm so that this video can reach more people. Do well to drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to read from you and know what you think about these videos, and then share these videos as well. Okay, help me get it to more people. Share the link, copy and share the link on your WhatsApp status, your school groups, and with whoever you can share it that you know is taking maths in school. Alright, thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, do well to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and ring the notifications bell so that whenever we have a new content on this channel, you will be notified to come and watch. Alright, thank you. I'll see you in the next video. The next video we will look at the graphical method of solving simultaneous equations. So how can you use graphs to solve simultaneous equations? We'll look at that in the next video. Till then, keep learning. I am Pendulum, and the more you learn, obviously the better you get. Bye.